Hey guys, it's Allison, your therapist friend. I thought today we could have breakfast in my office instead of lunch in my car today. We're gonna mix it up, okay? So, I realized that unintentionally I've had a theme going on here where I'm just throwing out kind of some random coping skills or tips that I use like throughout my day personally. So, I unintentionally had oh, my cord's in the way. Hi, cord. Okay. That was a spider or something for a second. Anyway, so unintentionally, I was kind of giving you a little, what do they call it? What is when they do a series? Oh boy, I was giving you a series about coping skills unintentionally. So I thought, I'm like, well, we could do like a coping skills toolbox kind of thing, but toolbox seems like so outdated. Like that's over, that's done. Like people, toolboxes. First of all, it sounds like a lot of work, right? Toolbox. Not that I don't enjoy work, but I don't feel like my mental wellness should maybe feel like work, although it is. Anyway, so toolbox I think has like a negative connotation in my brain. So I was thinking maybe we could brainstorm some other terms that could mean like a group of coping skills that you can like choose from when you're having a feeling. It's not like a box of tools. You know, because some people might not jive with that. Like, so what about like a coping skills like buffet? Buffets are kind of like, I don't know. I have negative connotation to buffet too. I was at a Golden Corral one time, and there was this woman elbows deep in that chocolate fountain, and I just could. After that, I just can't. And don't ask me. I was only at the Golden Corral because it was literally the only restaurant. How that is, I do not know. But so after that, buffets have been ruined for me. So not a coping skills buffet. I mean, if you like that, you go ahead. I wanted to symbolize that we have like a choice. Like we have a bunch of options, and it's like a coping skills cornucopia. That, I like the alliteration. That could work. Coping skills cornucopia. Maybe I can find an image. I'll put one right here. Coping skills cornucopia. It feels very Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's what I'm going for either. A charcuterie board. Oh, I love a good charcuterie board. A coping skills charcuterie board. Coping skills charcutes. Coping coots? Oh no. That went wrong real quick. Okay. If you have any ideas, like post them. I don't think I'll have any trouble getting to all of them because there's like all 5 of you watching. But okay, so anyway, I feel like I'm rambling now, but I want ideas for what your coping skills repertoire. What can we call it? Because I don't want to be basic and call it a coping skills toolbox or a series. We gotta jazz it up. We gotta make people excited about the coping skills. Okay. So I do have a tip for today about coping skills, whatever we shall call them, coping coots, whatever. So one of my clients this week was saying that she's used a lot of tried a lot of different coping skills, and they don't work for her for one reason or another. You know, a lot of people, especially with anxiety, will report to me like they don't like the breathing exercises. They don't like where the square breathing, where you have to breathe in and hold and breathe out and hold. It makes sometimes our anxiety worse. Like we feel like we can't breathe, right? So some of those things don't work, especially for my people with anxiety is the thing that's coming to mind. So I want you to know, like, coping skills are not like a cut and dry thing. It's not like you have to do it exactly as it's prescribed or it's not going to work. You can adapt these traditional coping skills to what works for you. So like in that situation, like if you start to feel panic when you're doing a box breathing, because your body says I can't breathe, that is the exact opposite of what we want to happen. We should not feel more panic using a coping skill. Although it would be beneficial to sit through that uncomfortability, but if you're just learning, you're not going to be able to do that. So we need something that's gonna work, and we can adapt it to what feels comfortable for you. So like in that example, box breathing, we start to feel panic when we're holding our breath. So let's just change it to a circle breath where you don't have to hold anything. It's just we're breathing in and we're breathing out. And we're breathing in and we're breathing out. And all we're noticing is that there's a transition point from when we breathe in to when we breathe out. And it's just about being mindful in that moment of where does that shift happen from I'm breathing in now, and now I'm breathing out. And just bringing mindfulness and awareness to that moment, it can be helpful. So you're not boxed in to the cookie cutter of a coping skill. Adapt it for what works for you. It's not a one size fits all. So that's your tip for today. Coping skills, you can adapt them for your needs. Number 2, brainstorm ideas on coping skill toolbox jargon. Okay, what do we want to call it? We'll create our own thing. Okay. All right. Everybody take a breath right before I'm getting ready to sign off. Have a wonderful day, my friends. I'll be thinking of you. I'm here for you always. Have a good day.